Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Come on, fellas.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
4 yards remain for second down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
18's the mic. Big stop, D.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and
eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 13. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their home 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
All day, baby, all day.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their home 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Game situation. Let's go.
60 Bobcat.
Now back to throw.
Go, go, go.
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Lion. Let's go, baby. Return over. Let's get that ball. 19 Lion. Get that ball. Hey, go.
They're going to look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things bounce.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I got it.
Back to throw here.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'll get him. Get him.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here we go. Yeah.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. You go tight.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Come on now, come on, let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the ball.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't...
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Don't go this way.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Come 19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
His throw incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Alert.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it a second down. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 21-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get this down to the 10. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
2nd and 1. This is the tight end, Njoku.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. 70 Rangers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Here we go, set. Viking 18. I got one. Check go.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Look at the spin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, here's an option right. Hit as he throws, he lost the football, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.